All right, let's do a brief audio and visual check. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Slow Markets. I'm Coach Dakota, Coach DBA, and to my left, your right, my man, Coach Jay. How are you?
Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. We got markets making all-time highs. Pretty consolidated day today. Pretty quiet day for me trading-wise, but doing pretty good. How are you, man?
Good. Just got home. Whenever you get home from a trip, there's always like that reset where it's like, man, I need a vacation from the vacation type feeling.
Yep.
So got that. Get to these markets. I just pulled the markets up, and the first thing I realized was what happened to NVIDIA. I'm looking at it, and we had all-time highs, 5%. That's a wild move. What did I miss?
I don't know if there was news, but stocks are meant to go up, especially NVIDIA. With everything else rallying, NVIDIA is leading the charge, it seems like. I know it made all-time highs right at the close, and I think it's probably up again tonight, right?
Yeah. I'll check back in just a second. Slow markets, we just got started. In the YouTube chat, there's our Topstep risk disclosure. Everything that Coach Jay or anybody on air is for educational purposes only. It's not financial advice. It's not a signals class. I'm going to be quick with it, Coach Jay, because these markets are moving. I want to be getting into some trades, or at least looking at for some trades, not just forcing it. Look at this daily chart in the NASDAQ. Absolutely wild. It's still mind-blowing. I keep thinking that we could consolidate going into Wednesday. Wednesday's a big day. Not only for slow markets, right? Talking about what I've been talking about all week, about the light goal, but we have FOMC on Wednesday. This could, I think, be Powell's last day. And then it's also the Super Bowl of earnings. And you guys see that here in the Traders Hub. We've been talking about it. Everybody who trades or, follows the markets knows what's coming on. And that's, Amazon, Google, Meta, Qualcomm, Microsoft, eBay. F is, I think, for Ford. So it's just a big day for the markets in general. And then, of course, FOMC. It's pretty wild when FOMC is not the big event. When you're a NASDAQ trader, you have all those earnings. So I'm expecting consolidation in this equities market, and we're not seeing as much of that as I thought we would have. We still have this absolutely amazing rally where from low to high, we are up, about 20%, almost 20% exactly. We had an indecisive candle today. This is a daily chart, 2 days out of this entire, since April, right? Since March 31st, this entire month has just been green. 2 red days, and it does not look to be stopping with the way these markets are reacting right now. That's a pin candle. I don't know. It's anybody's guess. It's hard to just buy it. It's also hard to sell it against this. What are your thoughts, Coach Jay?
Expecting consolidation as well. We talked about that during the opening call this morning, but with all the data that's coming out later in the week, I would not be surprised to see the markets just consolidate for a while. That being said, sometimes we expect that, and we get the rally prior to the Fed meeting. So, trading the market that's in front of us so far tonight, if I'm looking at this, give me 1 second here. Where is that 200? We're well above the 200 moving average. So far tonight, what I'm looking at is this first 30-minute candle. We've had price leave that range to the upside. VWAP is trading in the upper extreme of this range, but not leaving it as well. So I could see a potential pullback to 460s, maybe even down to the lower extreme of this range for a potential range trade opportunity. Not really seeing a breakout yet, but with NVIDIA rallying like it is, this could just pick up. So this flow right now is leaning slightly to the bullish side as far as volume goes. Again, that volume did not try to leave this range to the upside above 500s, but seeing maybe some patient markets here.
Fair enough. And I think we must be patient as well. I'm going to switch it back over. I'm going to do that top-down analysis. If you see a trade or if you see something set up, just shout out. Here, I got the NASDAQ on the hourly pulled up. And, yeah, you can see each one of these pullbacks or dips or sell-offs or whatever you want to call them, they've just been bought up like everywhere. Support, resistance, higher lows, higher highs. Same thing. This was resistance, became support. Held is support today during the New York session. We're bumping up against one right now. I can make an argument. This 500 level may be that level of resistance where maybe we just look for a breakout trade and trade to new session, new all-time highs. But yeah, NVIDIA's up already 1% in tonight's price action, which is wild. The rest of the equities are up. The only thing that's down is honestly Tesla. And yeah, so far, I mean, we're seeing decent price action tonight. You can see this is where we opened up right here, right at these 420s. And we just tapped 500s. So 80 points tonight. The question is, do we retrace some of this? Is there going to be a pullback? I don't want to be going against this market, to be honest. If anything, maybe let's take a look at gold. Gold might be the market. Man, gold's just going up. If you guys were tuning in to fast markets, when I was on air, I was buying the dip in gold. I ended up my day plus 5,000, plus 1,000, I think, on the trade. And sure enough, I ended up buying these 80s, these 46 80s, and those longs worked out pretty well because here we go on the move. I see shouting out to our man, our always on the leaderboard. I've seen him on the leaderboard. I think we've lost count. Are you keeping count?
No. Of how many days Karabi's not on the leaderboard? Yeah, there's probably 5 this year.
Yeah, there he is in the chat.
Here's a better question. This year.
Here's a better question. When are you going to join us? When are you going to join us here?
That's good.
That is an open invite.
We could definitely get you some merch if that's the case.
We'll come on air for merch.
We'll stream for merch.
We'll stream for merch. Yeah, exactly. Let's take a look at this daily chart on gold, and I'm looking for this to be a higher low. I mean, you can see how we've had support and resistance. Support, maybe looking for a higher low. We're trying to hold on to these 4,700s. We are. So maybe we can come back up to these upper 700s. It's a little bit harder on the daily here on gold. Let's take a look at the hourly chart. Hourly chart, you can see that very strong level of support at these 4680s, 4690s. We're making our way back up. So the question is, do we come back up and hit 4740s overnight? I mean, we're on our way. Ever since slow market started, we're at 4714. So we are going up. Maybe there was a trade that was missed. I mean, look at this market ever since the New York session. Very simple and very clean price action. Triple bottom, a breakout, kind of a bullish flagging pattern. And then, I mean, here we go. Here we go, Coach Jay. I'm going to get the music started. Let me know what you're seeing. I'll switch back to your charts. And, yeah, we'll kick off with slow markets. Sign some stuff I can't say. Fair enough.
Those NDAs, man, that's how they get you.
Those NDAs.
Those NDAs. Gold is looking pretty bullish here. Up to 47.28 potentially.
Oh, it's cooking, dude. It is absolutely cooking.
Let's see for a second here. I think my wireless mouse might have just died. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. We'll switch back. I'm going to get in trader mode. Did analysis mode right there for a second. Zoom in, got the 5-minute chart on the left. The 100-tick chart on the right. We got gold. It's up about 0.46%. Crude oil. What's crude oil doing? It's hanging around 96.50s. 96.50s. Still been holding bid. Obviously, we still have the war going on, headline, the Strait, and all that, fun stuff that's been hitting the headlines and shaking up this market. So anything can still happen leading up to Wednesday. Always have to be aware of that. Dollar's just kind of sideways. Bitcoin's at 77,300. So Bitcoin is up a little bit tonight, 0.6. Crude oil just flatlining, but gold has made the move. Gold is
moving right now. Is there an opportunity on a pullback here?
In the gold?
In gold, yeah.
All right, we got to get a pullback first.
Let's see, where did we start? Started the Asia session, some volume just came in. Right as we were coming online, we see that volume spike right at the top of the hour.
Correct. I mean, that's why the community voted to start at that time too. This is when we get the volume spike.
Maybe gives us an opportunity to get in long.
What price?
47.12.
I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, that's kind of the resistance we had at the New York Session Open.
Yeah, that's what I'd be looking at for a pullback here.
47.12s, 47.11s. Yeah, that's a decent zone I would be okay with. When we get there and how we react.
Yeah. Oil is selling pretty hard right now as well. I don't think we got any headlines, but let me pull up the headline source.
All right.
See if anything did come out. I don't think so.
I'll pull up the crude oil chart. Yeah, a bit of a sell-off. Maybe get back down to 96 evens. It's been crude's been no. I was gonna be happy around 90.
Okay.
$90 a barrel back and forth, but it's still very volatile.
It is.
Brings me back.
It's volatile, but it's in a range. It's in like a very tight range right now on a daily. To me, it seems like
this price action we're seeing in crude kind of brings me back to like 2012s, 2015s when crude was the hot market to trade. Obviously, we weren't having these wild headlines like this, but still, it was like the Nasdaq at the time.
Right.
The market to trade. And is that music too loud? Let me know, everyone.
I can't hear it, so it's good to me.
All right, good enough. Nasdaq through these 500s. Gold, we're getting a little bit of pullback there on gold, and
a little bit here.
I still like I do like that pullback zone, those 12s, depending on what we do when we get there. And while we wait, it's been a minute. It has been a minute. Let's do hashtag slow markets. Hashtag slow markets there in the YouTube chat. There's a link to my socials. Go ahead and tag me in a trader setup, something trading related. Make sure it's appropriate. If I like it, we'll share it here live in front of everyone. And yeah, go ahead. Get those.
Fuego in the chat says, damn, bro. In 2012, I was in 7th grade. Yep. Dakota's older than you think. And I'm older than him.
Oof. Hey, we have new traders.
Is this the pullback?
Old traders. Let's see.
Or is this a resistance on a higher time frame?
Would you look to use a buy limit, or how would you get into this market?
I don't mind getting in one here. I'm trading micro, so I don't mind getting in one here with risk below. Let's actually just do that right now. Okay. I'm long one micro. Risk is going to go below this 30-minute candle's low. And if we get a pullback into the 10s and it looks like it wants to hold, then I will be potentially adding to this bid. Not risking a whole lot up front, and we'll see if we can try to build into this one.
There we go. One thing that kind of put on the back burner, Bank of Japan rate decision tonight. It's tentative, so that could bring a little bit of volatility. All right, we're seeing these 712s, Coach Jay.
Yeah, let's see. See how it responds around this VWAP. Again, I'm only in one right now. I'm comfortable getting it up to 3 here. But I do want to see how we respond in this general area.
Man, bouncing off those 12s.
All right, I'm long 2. We'll go risk here. All right, we'll see. We'll see how we respond here. The last one I'll add is somewhere near 47.08s. That would make the risk on this trade about $200 total.
Okay. Well, let's see if we just go straight up.
That would be nice, right?
I'll be honest. I'm kind of wanting to see gold just rally from here because I bought some call options, vertical spread on GLD today.
Okay.
So I do want gold to rally.
There you go. Well, let's get it. I'm long. Looking for 47, 27s, 28s for a potential target up here. Mo, this hoodie doesn't say anything on the back. It is blank. It is blank.
I'm still not in. I might have to just watch this trade play out with you.
We'll see. There you go. My mouse is back.
All right. See, Crude hanging out, 96. So there's Crude kind of not very volatile. We have to have the bottom of the hour in about 14 minutes. Something to pay attention to. Tips for trading slow markets, Dakota and Jay. How do you manage lower volume liquidity? For me, I don't trade based off of volume, so it's not too big of a deal for me. Just understand that trades will take longer to play out, and it's not as volatile. However, there's plenty of times where the Asian session, we get better moves than the New York session, so it really depends. It's risk management all the time. Thoughts, Jay, on that question?
If you're looking at it from a volume perspective, there's just less volume. So like Dakota said, there's higher likelihood of less follow through. If you're trading a live account, you have to worry about, you have to keep liquidity in consideration, right? If you're trading big size, there's less volume on the books to take your orders. Technically, the markets move the same. More often than not, I'm expecting more quicker follow through during the New York session. But we've seen it recently over the last couple of years that depending on the catalyst, this session can be the most volatile of the day. So I think take it as it is. I go into it expecting less volume, so I'm usually going to trade lower size. But there are still some great trades to be had. For me, what I've realized in the trading in the overnight session is that if it's quiet, it's going to be quiet, right? So
yeah.
The more I see a consolidation. Like right now in gold, we have this VWAP trying to leave this range to the upside, which is why I'm comfortable taking this trade. If this was a flat VWAP, I would not be in a gold trade right now, because quiet overnight markets are very quiet.
Correct. When it's slow, it's really slow.
Really slow.
Yep. And that's why the top and the bottom hour is very important, right? So in about 10 minutes or 11 minutes, we typically get a spike in volatility, and then again, another 30 minutes after that is at the top of the hour at 8 p.m. Central. Same thing. And we could see some bigger moves. And we have been seeing some moves tonight in gold. Look at this move. We opened up tonight's price action down here at 46.95, and we've rallied 220 ticks, right? So that we're already seeing a move. Jay, it seems like just a few months ago, that's what we were seeing every 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So just adapting to market conditions. That's why I've been working on scaling up my position size. I've been saying that we had this conversation, me and you both. We were talking about, change in volatility. VIX is now at 18. For a good 2 or 3 months, we were well above 20. We even hit 30 for a little bit. And that's where you'd want to size down and widen your stops. And now that it's going the opposite direction, volatility is starting to shrink, I'm perfectly fine with increasing my position size and tightening up my stops. So
absolutely,
it goes both ways. Yeah. And I think the best way I've had someone explain it, and the best way I think I can explain it, is if you have $500 worth of risk, it doesn't really matter if that $500 is 1 micro with a 200 point stop loss or 250 point stop loss, or 5 minis with a whatever that 10 point stop loss or whatever that calculates to. Just manage that risk.
Yeah, it's the most important thing. doesn't matter which strategy you trade. People fight over strategies all the time. Oh, mine's the right way. No, mine's the right way. Whatever you do, if you don't manage your risk, none of them matter. So it's the most important thing.
Exactly. Crude catching a bid here.
And if everyone traded the same way, the markets wouldn't move.
There wouldn't be a market. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Crude catching a bid. 96.64. Crude into these 7-Elevens. We got about 8 minutes to the bottom of the hour. Dollar got a little bit weaker there.
NASDAQ. Why did you get in at the top of this move in gold? Well, at the time, I didn't think it was the top of the move.
It's only when you buy it and it keeps going up.
Right.
That's the hard one.
At that time, I thought it was going to continue. I may take this trade off and just put it back on a little bit if we do get this pullback to this full session VWAP, but we'll see here.
There you go. NASDAQ sold off a little bit. The high is 512. And we are back down to 480s. So that, yeah, right there. There's a 30-point move. 30-point move. Nice little trade there. Even getting a piece of this, right? 10 points. Yeah, 10-point scalp, 10-point scalp. You can make good money off just taking little scalps like that. You don't even have no home runs, right? Little 10 points here and there. That pays the bills.
See, we didn't get down to my last ad. Would have been 08s here. I'm halfway between just cutting this trade right now and actually adding at 08s. We'll see. See how this 3-minute candle closes.
Yeah, we did get that little headline. Doesn't look like it moved the market. Just says, yeah, U.S. official, Trump displeased with Iranian offer. That was like 8 minutes ago. Japan finance minister says fluctuations in crude oil futures impact Forex. Prepared to act decisively. Interesting. That's interesting with the rate decision coming out and then a press conference from Japan. Did you get that ad or not yet?
No, I was looking for 08s. I'm really not liking this trade anymore. I'm looking at the volume. There's no one really buying big gold right now.
Okay. We do have 6 minutes to the bottom of the hour. And I need to get through some of these hashtag slow markets. Ooh, gotta get some of that. What am I using for headlines? I'm using the Trader Hub on the left-hand side of Topstep X. I gotta show you something funny, Coach Jay.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. This is for your eyes only. This.
How do I like the new volume candles? I like them. You know, it makes my job easier for looking at, you know, you guys know I look at high volume candles all the time, right? So it makes it a lot easier to not have to look down here and just see, okay, that's a big fat candle. Then I'll map that one out. And what we can see is there's some rejection up here above the high of this highest volume candle from the day.
Okay. I mean, we're still hanging out at those 712s. It's not a reversal until it's a reversal. That's one of the hardest. You know what? If you could figure out that one problem in the markets is it a reversal or is it a pullback? That's the number one thing that traders should always be trying to figure out. At least for me, anyway. It's like, okay, you never know until after the fact in hindsight, but it's like it's a trend is a trend until it's not, and then at what point is it not, right? And that's why you said just like, oh, it looks like I bought the high. Well, you know, was that technically a reversal, or are we going to get a pullback? And that's always a debate, right? Is this a reversal or is it a pullback?
Are we human or are we dancer? For anybody who's looking for these candles on my chart, the volume candles up here on the panel, you got this little drop down, and you can change it to volume candles. Normally it's set to just regular candles, and you can see they're all the same width. If you change it to volume candles, then they will change based on the volume in that candle.
There we go. There we go. Reversal or flush. Crude
No one
still
will check out
catching
my
a
reference.
bid here. Crude is still catching a bid. We are back at the top end of this range. You can see this range that we've been in for a little bit. The highs are going to be these 96.70s. Lows would be 96.30s. And buyers are starting to step in here. I think I might join them for a push up to 97. I'm going to jump in. I'm jumping in. I am long crude oil. Let's see. 70. Yeah. Widen up this line. This is a breakout play for me. Looking for 97. We also had that headline come out right about there. So let's see if we get some buyers stepping in here. There we go. New session highs here in crude. All right, this is kind of what you want to see for a breakout trade. There we go, crude. See if we could get it. This is going. This is going. We might got a banger right here.
Yeah, this is moving right now.
Yeah.
And the gold is going the other way.
All right, I'll take one off right there. We just broke through 97.
Order filled.
All right, order filled. Got one of those off. Wow, what a move. What a move. Well, when crude goes, it goes.
Yes, it does. I did get an ad, so I'm long 3. Gold, got that ad at 08s. Long 3 from 1160. Looking for 18.5 now as a target.
Nice.
Risking under $200 on this trade. See if we get some follow through. Nice trade there in oil.
Thank you. You're long 3 gold?
Right? Long 3, yeah. Okay. Long 3 from 11.5.
That's what you were wanting to get into, right? Looking to build into.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that last one, we got the dip down to 08s. I was comfortable adding at least one more there. My stop's not very far below that, but came down, kind of held VWAP. So looking decent for now.
Okay.
Now we need to get back above 12s. Back above 12s, I like this trade again.
All right.
If we get stuck at 12s, I'm getting stopped out.
Crude is holding these highs. We're trying to hold 97 here on crude. I want to see it pop up to like 97.17, maybe 97.20. These session highs. I mean, these are the New York session highs. These 97s, mid 97s. So, see how this breakout goes. We were consolidating, all afternoon throughout power hour and tonight. So, finding buyers. We got the bomb of the hour in about 30 seconds. See if we can bring some volatility.
Someone got long gold from sevens. You got a better average than me. Nice job there. Bottom of the hour coming up here.
All right. Bottom of the hour. Let's see what we do. See if we get any movement. It's not guaranteed, but there we go. Let's see if we see anything. Go. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. We did tag my 97s. I only got out of 1 though. I only got into 3. Reviewing the hashtag slow markets. Remember, everyone, if you want to submit something, hashtag slow market. Links in the YouTube chat. The link is in the YouTube chat. When I'm not on air, that's where I like to give updates. Tag me, something trading related, something appropriate, and then I'll share it. I can share it here on air. Okay. We didn't get much follow through here on crude.
Just wait a second.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah.
It looks like it's about to go. And everything else looks like it's going the other way. Yeah.
There we go.
Order filled.
Got another one. Gonna tighten up this stop loss now. Guaranteed a winner.
Out of this gold trade.
There goes crude. Almost got to those 720s. See these 720s. Oh yeah, this is. I'm just looking for 720s here. Any follow through? No, not really. Nothing so far.
What has these markets moving tonight? What has oil moving right now?
It might have been like a delayed reaction on that headline. It seems like it started moving about that time, and now we're just getting the momentum to like. I haven't seen the 20s. We got to 97.19 right there. How's gold?
Hanging out right now. Like I said, if this doesn't get it back above 12s, I've already accepted that I'm gonna get stopped out of this trade. 47.12 is the price. So back above 47.12s, I think we make a nice run to my targets. But if oil is gonna continue to catch a bid, I think gold is probably gonna sell here. So 08s was the last spot that I was willing to add. I'm not gonna add any more to this. Now we just kind of gotta let it work.
Let it work. Crude. We're holding. We're pulling. Not much of a solid breakout, but we're just continuing to hold. So yeah, like you said, crude holding this holding bid might not be the best for gold. But how much are we going to be playing correlation?
Right. The correlation plays when it works. When it works, it works.
Yeah, when it works, it works.
Right. So if there's a real reason for oil to be moving right now, then there's going to be a real adverse response in the equities and metals. So we'll see here.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing it in the NASDAQ actually.
Yeah, we definitely are.
Yeah, take a look at the NASDAQ. With that pop in crude, look at this sell-off in the NASDAQ. I mean, there's opportunity in these markets. I wasn't looking at the NASDAQ, but that's a 60-point sell-off. So there's opportunity here.
Correlation works only against you. Right? Yeah. It depends what side of the trade you're on, right?
It feels like that sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not going to get out of this trade because I've defined the risk already, but this looks like it wants to drop. What does JD say? We're toast? I think I'm toast on this one, chat.
It's not toast till the stop loss hits.
Let's see. I think I'm toast.
Crude's holding bid though. That's taking a look around these markets. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this. I'm gonna get out of this crude trade.
Theodore made 9 points in the ES to the short side. Nice job. Is the Dow related to the Nasdaq? Yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends on the day. Sometimes you're gonna see an inverse relationship between the Dow and the Nasdaq, right? They're like, sometimes it feels like they're tick for tick inversely correlated. Nasdaq's going up, Dow's going down. But when all four market, like that 2 week run where the markets were just rallying, all four markets were doing the same thing. When we got to the highs and it started to balance out a little bit, then you see a little bit more of an inverse correlation when more money's going into tech, but kind of depends on the day.
Agreed. Now correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know all the stocks that are in them, the Dow and the Nasdaq together, but there are some stocks in both.
Yes. Yeah, some stocks in both, but then the Dow's only 30, right? The Nasdaq's 100.
Yeah, I don't know which stocks are in both.
There's some banks in the Dow. United Healthcare.
All right, Crude just popped. Like, it's just staying there. 97.05.
Oh, this is gonna drop. I might just save myself $100 here.
Right.
I've seen gold do this. It feels like this is. I don't want to call anything into existence, but this feels like the price action I've seen right before gold goes limit down for a velocity logic event.
Don't say that. Don't say that, man. That was not.
I'm just calling what I see.
Knock on some freaking wood.
Sometimes markets are pattern recognition. My stop is in, so.
Okay. I got options, man, and the options market doesn't open till this is 8:30 Central tomorrow.
That's what it feels. But when it goes limit down overnight, then it bounces right back up, right? It's just that quick velocity logic event, and then we're right back up. So we'll see.
Right. Crude holding a bit.
Maybe I'm just doing reverse psychology on this market so it can go to my profit target instead.
Yeah, we do have we still have the top of the hour coming in still like 23 minutes. So we got plenty of time. Patience is one thing that we were saying to start slow markets, right? It's slow markets for a reason.
Aspect, that wasn't a bad trade. Closing that gold long as soon as crude started to bid was not a bad call. Could always get back in. But holding VWAP for now. Trade the technicals that are in front of me.
All right, I'm going to get out of this. I'm not liking what I see here. I know I can hold on to a runner, but I'd rather take the money and tighten up my stop loss. Be very aggressive with this stop loss. Crypto says, I'm liking longs. What market? What market? If you like longs, you got to mention the market.
Find something and buy it.
Find something and buy it. There's always a market. There's always a bull market somewhere.
Oh, yeah, Ken, I saw that channel. We actually drew that channel down in gold during slow at the buzzer. This one you're kind of talking about here.
Yeah,
that's what happens if that channel breaks
as well.
What happens if it breaks?
Yeah, if it breaks, I think
maybe I should have
back up to 48, and maybe my target for gold is 5,000 by July.
Maybe I should have waited for the break and retest though. We'll see. It has been channeling lower though over the past. It's not a great channel, but you guys get the point.
Yeah, let's just break it. Break it to the upside.
It's gonna do that. It's going the wrong way right now.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna flatten this. Ready?
Oh, blocked by James.
There we go.
Green on the screen.
Green on the screen. One trade, one winner. Up dinner. The influencer 83 times 5, 9,429. What's 83
come on,
times
gold.
5?
Crude selling off now. Don't follow Crude. Go the other way.
Making fun of James. Hey, you know what? Bronny James has more NBA playoff points than MJ did before turning 22.
Is that true? Oh yeah, well he didn't make the playoffs. It's funny how that works. Let me see if my sound is queued up, ready to go. I don't think it's not going to send it, right? Yeah, it won't send the sound.
We'll figure that out for the next time.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
There's definitely a way.
Crazy Lou says, I sent you a trade this morning before the open on NQ. Did you see it? I didn't. We try to get to as many messages as we can, but normally, guys, after the opening call, I shut off everything and I get into trader mode. So I didn't see it. Hopefully, it was a good trade though. Where did you send it to me?
You're still in this gold. I still like that gold trade, man.
I'm still in it.
I mean, holding 97, but two different markets, and I'm not seeing the best correlation. I'll keep an eye on crude, but I'm gonna take a look at the Nasdaq. Yeah, Nasdaq caught a bid there. We bounced off those 460s, 450s.
Crude's holding 97s though. Yep, here it goes. Trader Lou, is that you? NQ Trader 1010? Let's see, Crude. What are you gonna do? Nice trade. Very nice trade. What are you gonna do, Gold? What are you going to do?
I'm looking for longs. We have the top of the hour in about 18 minutes, and lately I found myself getting into longs before that, taking a few paper cuts, and then the breakout. So I'm still liking longs in gold. The matter is just when.
JJ, no. That's why prop firms exist.
Yes, prop firms are the way. If that's the case.
And like that's a legitimate reality for some people. I know I've lost a ton of money. Hey, come on, there we go. No, I've lost a ton of money doing this, but you don't have to do that anymore. You can use a prop firm if you use it responsibly, right? You can't also just spend all your money in prop firms, right? So
correct.
Don't do that either. I'm not going to sell you an affiliate code. I don't get any money if you buy 1 million accounts.
Yeah.
So buy one.
Just buy one. Test it out. You could stay in a simulated environment, practice, learn, get better. That's a lot cheaper than putting what, $5,000-$10,000 of your own money and learning that. Yeah. Prop firms are a stepping stone.
Do we not feel that gold is testing resistance? Yeah, no, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. I'm looking at what's happening today so far, and we have volume leaving this 30-minute range to the upside, which is why I'm long, but it absolutely is testing resistance up here. And that's why I said already, right? I've accepted the risk on this trade. If this does not get back above 47.12s, I'm wrong on this trade, but I'm not going to touch it, right? I've defined the risk. I've accepted the risk, put the trade on, and then we review what happened after the fact.
Yeah, I agree. And that's that question I posed at the beginning, right? Is this a pullback or a reversal? And what time frame is your pullback and reversal? Like here's a gold chart right here. This is gold. I'll zoom out just a little bit more. Let's zoom out a little more. I want to go over this. You can argue that this is a downtrend, right? You can also argue that this level around 47.16s was support, and we broke down, and it looks like it started to become resistance. Now, here's the question. Is this support becoming resistance? Okay, and that's what I was saying. Is this a pullback or a reversal? So the trend is down. Is this a pullback for a continuation lower? Or is this a reversal where we break through and we get back up to the top of this range? And of course, you're never going to know until after the fact unless you know something you shouldn't know, which is insider information.
That song is stuck in my head now. What's are we human or are we dancers? Who sings that song, chat?
I don't know.
Yeah, this gold feels like it's gonna get kicked off a cliff right now.
Kicked off a cliff.
Like the movie 300. The guy's like standing right at the. I'm serious. This is.
As long as it's back up.
That's okay.
Session highs by tomorrow morning, I'm good.
Yeah.
We can do whatever we want. Just be back up to the session highs tomorrow.
That is the killers. Thanks, chat. Yeah, oil catching another bid here, holding 97s.
Yep. Let's see, NASDAQ 478. A little bit of quiet so far. Gold's just flatlined. To be honest, I still like these longs. We'll see what happens at the top of the hour here in about 12 minutes. Oh, what do we got going on here?
Oil is in a fight at $97 right now, trying to figure out if it's going to hold above it or not. Oh. This has been a great area to sell oil over the past couple of days. Every time we get up near these 97s, even tonight, earlier today, it's something we talked about during the opening call. Above 97 is a decent spot to look to sell oil. Obviously, it got a little higher than that, so you don't want to trade it with such a tight risk. But it's been an area of rejection from sellers.
Shout out to Bruno again, coming in clutch, saying, "Are you ready for this?"
What do we got?
Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia, and Cisco are both in the NASDAQ and YM. So
there you go.
They overlap. Also, 30 Dow stocks are also inside the S&P 500. So that helps answer that question. Thank you, Bruno. The more you know.
Bruno. Gandhi in the chat says, Jay, I hate to say it, but I think you might be cooked on your trade, Brody. Gandhi, you ever watch 8 Mile? Where he says everything bad about himself before the other guy can, so then he doesn't have anything else to say. That's how I feel about this gold trade. I've already accepted that this is probably going to be a loser, but you might be right. You might be right.
I'm going to get in long with you.
All right.
I am now long gold. I'm long 7089. One contract. I'm going to look to scale and build one.
This trade is M&M. Yeah, and I'm not being like I don't care about the trade, but the risk is the risk.
It's
right. There's a lot of emotions that I could have had over the last 15 minutes in this trade, not doing anything, right? Just kind of chopping back and forth, getting close to my stop, or not. But the
nice thing is there's an option to put money against it. There's an option to bet that this gold's going to go down, right?
Right.
That's the nice thing. Guess what? You can make money shorting an equity or commodity, a future. So if you do believe that, follow your process, and hopefully you make money if gold goes down.
Yeah. Would you get long one, Dakota?
Yeah, one at 089. But I'm going to scale into this. But I'm only going to scale in if we start to find buyers. Which means if we break out of, 710, 098, Crude just sitting there at 97.02, NASDAQ. So these markets are really quiet. We got the top of the hour in less than 10 minutes. We legit just flatline since getting in.
Yeah, I mean, the last 20 minutes have been a flat line here in gold.
Yes, sir.
No one's really winning right now. Depending on where your trade is from, if you're short from up here at 15s, probably feeling good about that. or if you're long from 4700s. But right here in the middle,
no. Longs or shorts?
Nothing to celebrate just yet.
The last 30 minutes are not happy in either directions.
Not at all.
You know, crude back below 97. We're at 96, 96. So we didn't really get that big of a breakout in crude.
Chat, you guys really like this hat. I don't know. What is it about this hat? It's just like a regular. Where did I get this from? It's from Banana Republic. It's like a regular corduroy hat, but I don't know why I get a lot of compliments on this hat. I don't know if people are joking with me or not, but it's just like it's nothing on it. It's just plain.
Maybe that's the attractiveness. Just simple.
It's one of my favorite hats.
There you go. Why is it your favorite?
Because it's simple.
There you go. That's probably why you're getting the compliments, man.
Yeah, it's a unique color as well, right? It's a good one. Got it from Banana Republic. It was probably $30.
Who's winning that? Ooh, that's an easy one. INOUE. Inu is going to win that one. Is that how you say his name? Yeah, I butcher names all the time. I'm the worst.
Oh, Maria, that sounds like a good book. I'm gonna add that one to my list. Color Me Beautiful.
Color Me Beautiful. The boogie down hat.
I don't think these hoodies are in the store, but you can buy other Topstep hoodies from the Topstep store. Shop.topstep.com.
NOE? NOE? I don't know. We're still chilling here. Is that where you got that hoodie?
No. This hoodie was an exclusive, but other Topstep gear is in that link I just posted in the chat. Shop.topstep.com.
Yeah, I got my beanie from that shop.
Oh, nice. Some good stuff in there.
All right, here we go. Coming up on the top of the hour. We got 6 minutes. We're chilling. So let's get to the rest of these hashtag slow markets. Come on. I got a few good ones. Not great ones. There's links. There's the links in the YouTube chat. Once again, whenever I post something, I do post it there. And a lot of people who come into YouTube and ask me questions, usually the answer is already posted on those socials. In a way. So, hey, Coach Dakota, this. Well, guess what? I already posted there on Twitter or Instagram, like right before class started. Ooh, look at this question. Look at this statement, Coach Jay.
I was just reading that same one. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Love to hear that.
Sharp. I have paid for mentorships in the past. I have learned more and progressed further as a trader just by watching you guys on TopstepTV. Absolutely love that. And that is the reason why we do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Love to hear that. Who's that? Drew? And again, it didn't cost you anything, right? Everything we do here on TopstepTV is for free. What I love about this is that you're not always going to just see winners and prepackaged information that says, hey, this is 99%. You just do this and you always win. You're going to see both sides of it, but that is awesome. Drew, glad to hear that anything that we've done has helped you with your trading journey. That is pretty awesome. Thanks for joining us. Richard Harris looking at 72.12s. Okay. 72.12 in what market, Richard Harris? Is that a soybean meal that you're looking at? You see a bunch of emojis in the chat.
He's been spamming emojis all night. I've seen like 4 or 5 of them. All right, now we're getting some good hashtag slow markets. There we go. Now traders starting to cook. We got 4 minutes left. Still sideways. Crude holding below 97. NASDAQ 474. We're just hanging out. Let's see what the top of the hour brings. You're in long. I'm in long. Let's long and strong.
Here's a good question from Josh. Is journaling really that important for every trade? Josh, I have a question for you. How long have you been trading? And how consistent are you with your process? All right, those two questions.
Good questions. Gold up 0.3. What?
My entry is 47.11 60s right now. I got in a little bit earlier, 47.15s. My last ad was right here at 08s.
Let's go. So ICC XAM 700 likes per session.
Yeah, I was gonna say
likes.
not enough to deal with trolls, but
700 likes per session.
Yeah.
So hit him. I just started using Discord. Does Topstep have a Discord server? Cody Wall, they do. Bruno, if you have a link to it.
Josh says trading for a year officially and not journaling at the moment, or not very consistent at the moment. I would say then that's worth journaling. What that journaling looks like is different for everybody, right? I know for me, for a while, it was just doing exactly what we do here, right? Turning on a camera, recording my trades, talking through my trades so I can see the exact process of taking the trade and then my emotions as well, right? And that's why I can sit in this trade and I don't want to say not care about the result, but be okay with this result, right? And whatever it is on either side. But yeah, if you're a year in, you definitely want to be journaling because you don't want to, if you don't journal, everything is in your head, right? Your executions are in your head, your game plan is in your head, your emotions are all in your head, and you don't get to kind of parse out the different parts of that and figure out what needs work and what doesn't, right? Sometimes you're going to journal and find out that there's certain things that you do really well and you want to do more of those. But if it's all up here, how do you, make any adjustments? So I think it's worth it. I don't journal as much now. But even still, if I'm going through like there we go, I'm stopped out.
Something's
there's
happening.
that top of
there's that
hour.
Kick off the cliff.
Yep.
Now, does it get bought up?
That's
does
the
that
question.
kick off the cliff get bought up?
That is the question.
Top of the hour in 40 seconds. And I'm going to answer that real quick on my end. I think journaling your emotions and feelings about your trading for the day is a lot more important than anything else. Because I'd like to go back when I first started was like, all right, my really bad days, how was I feeling? My really good days, how was I feeling? This day, how was I feeling? What was I doing? What was I thinking? And I think for me, the emotional aspect, the psychological aspect was a lot more important than my entries and exits in any individual trade.
For sure.
That was just me personally, just battling the psychological battle that is of myself in my trading, the self-sabotage.
Absolutely.
All right, top of the hour, we're in. Let's see.
Here we go. Here's what I'm going to do because I'm giving myself a budget in this account. We're going to lock it up until the morning session. So right now, no more trades in this account until the morning. And we go from there.
There you go. Okay, nice work because it's all one trading session, right?
Yes, it is.
And in the morning. So good use of the lockout feature. You could still trade in the morning, but not tempted to trade tonight. Here's mine. I'm still in it. I'm still in it. In it to win it. My stop loss, I shouldn't have it around numbers. 699.8. Top of the hours came in. We're seeing some selling here on gold. So far, you can make an argument that was a pullback. It was a pullback. Do we get this continuation all the way back down? We're going to find out. I still like the longs.
Like it. And oil's starting to pop here as well.
97.12. And
Oil's
I'm
starting
flat.
to pop.
Yep, that's
You
my
out there?
stop loss. Yeah, that's my stop loss.
There you go.
My stop loss tune. 1-1. One winner, one loser, and I'm scratch.
There you go. Someone said, look at the hourly in gold. Tell us why you're looking for longs. Well, now I'm not looking for anything. I was looking for longs as it looked like price and volume were leaving this range to the upside. I was looking for a test of 47.28s. Sometimes it doesn't work.
All right, I'll look at the hourly too and tell them why I'm looking for longs.
All right.
Are we ready? We had a rally here. We had consolidation. We had a breakout. We got a pullback. This was resistance. And now I'm looking for this to become support.
Are you the real question is, are you short? Right? If it was an obvious short, you got to be short.
Yep. And then here's an argument to be short, right? I was saying this was support. That support became resistance. This was a trend. We pulled back, and now we're going to look for continuation back down.
Yep.
I could sit here and make an argument for every single direction on any time frame, to be honest.
Absolutely.
The only argument I can't make is to I was going to say short NASDAQ, but you know what? You could just make an argument it's dang thing's overextended.
Oh, with the oil bidding right now, you could make a case for sure.
Yeah.
Nice shorts. Nice job to the shorts, Cody, in the chat. Short 5 micros, 47 cents.
Let's see them. You guys, everyone who was all short, looking for shorts in gold, go ahead and tag it. Hashtag slow markets.
There you go.
That's what you should be doing.
Share your wins with us.
Oh, look, Cody Wall has shared the short.
Yeah, short 5. That's pretty sick. Nice trade.
Nice work. Nice work. Man, Brian in there. Brian Weber. Don't worry, I see him.
Oil still catching a bid here.
I still like the longs in gold.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Give me those longs.
I think for me, it would be somewhere closer to 90s though. 47 90s.
Came right down to those 699s. I'm in long again.
All right. Got preached in the chat with you, long as well.
Order filled.
Just some Kiwi lad says I can't long below VWAP. See, there's so many different ways, right? Everyone looks at these markets differently, and that's why they move. So many ways to trade.
Added long too. So yeah, I'm looking at this as saying this was resistance. I'm looking for resistance becoming support.
Yeah.
Order filled.
All right, added long 3. Here's the thing though. I'm wrong probably 50% of the time.
Hey. Is that all I got to do? Just look at the market differently? Yeah, just like tilt your head a little bit. It might look a little different. Again, whatever trade you take, know what it looks like when you're wrong. What did I say about that gold trade as I was in it? If this does not get above 47.12s, I'm going to be wrong. Right? So I could have taken the trade off, but gave the market the space that it needed to do its job. And it didn't do its job. So I'm paying for information. The market disagrees with that information. I don't consider that a loss. It's just a cost of doing business. And sometimes when that cost is too much, right? If I lost $2,000 there instead of 200, then we're talking about something completely different.
Oh yeah. If you're like, oh, I blew my account, then that's okay.
Right.
To me, it's like 50-50, maybe 60%, depending on the market for me and my winning trades, losing trades. The most important aspect is when you're wrong, how much do you lose?
Order filled.
When you're right, how much do you win? So if I lose this, I'll probably be down like $200.
Oh, Thinking in Bets, Ken, is a great book. It's a great book. Annie Duke. It is a great book.
What's it called? What did you say?
Thinking in bets.
Thinking in bets. Would that be something
Harris.
similar, like thinking in ticks, right? Like I'm risking 47 ticks. In like a unit other than dollars?
Trying to remember exactly trying to give you a summary of the book really quick, because it's a good one. But she's talking about poker.
Okay.
Is a poker player.
Yeah.
But she's talking about making decisions in uncertainty.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that makes sense. A lot of players, think of like sizing, like how many big blinds.
Yeah, she tells that story about the Seahawks, right? When Pete Carroll decided to throw the ball on the 1 yard line when he had Marshawn Lynch, and she does, which she makes an argument for why throwing the ball statistically made sense there. But when you have Marshawn Lynch, the stats don't matter. You just give him the ball.
Fair enough. Just like the tush push, right?
Right.
Guarantee 1 or 2 yards. All right, I'm long 5, 703 half. See if we break through these 705s. 705. Let's get a few hundred ticks out of this. No, I'm just kidding. Let's take what the market would give us. Obviously, now with the beautiful power of hindsight, this could be an easy looked at shoulder, head, shoulder. Maybe there's the neckline. We broke it. My first target's going to be these 06s, maybe 07s. So I'm looking at this I'll say 07 zone to be a level of support and resistance. So that's going to be my first target right there. Yeah, this is a nice level of support. Let's get it. Build those positions. Tighten up that risk. Let's go. Do we see a breakout here? Can we hold it? 3-bar reversal if we could close above what? 5.7, 5.8? What do we got? Crude just 97.14, NASDAQ 450. Oh, Crude or NASDAQ not really doing much. I need to see gold go now.
Yeah.
Or I'm at risk at just cutting this.
RJ looking for 430s long in the NASDAQ. I could see that. I mean, it's near the lower, it's near kind of where we opened up. It really depends how we get there, right? If Crude is going to get, and part of the reason that gold trade didn't work, right, is because Crude started to catch a bid. And we're seeing that inversion play out. If Crude continues to rally here, I don't want to buy anything until it stops. But those 30s look like a good price on the NASDAQ, if you're looking there. Jeremy, I do have some other platforms up on the side. Says it looks like you guys are just trading pure price action and gut feelings.
You could think it looks like that, but
not necessarily. But yeah, I do have some other stuff up on the side. What about you, Dakota?
What was the question? Sorry.
Do you have any other tools while you're trading?
YouTube chat. That's my favorite tool, Coach Jay.
Tell me why. Or don't.
No, just saying. Yeah, that looks like a reversal. Look at the hourly.
Oh yeah.
Go long. I love those. No, I don't have any tools other than what you guys see. I'm teasing about the YouTube chat.
Yeah, I do have some other platforms up. I have a Quant Tower platform up on the side, just with a bunch of different charts. But who asked that question? Curious, what do you use? Because it sounds like you're an order flow trader. It was Jeremy. Yeah,
Come on,
let us know.
Let's get
Bunch of different ways to look at this thing.
Let's get it. Get back to those 07s right here. 05 halves have been being defended. We got to break through these 05 halves. Then we'll take a look at the hourly chart and see what's happening there. Preach says look at the 15 now. Any other requests? The 23-minute chart is my favorite.
The 17-minute chart is the real alpha.
Yeah. I've yeah.
Profiles and TPO, Jeremy. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, we rejected those 05 halves again. I'm gonna get out of that. Minus $61. Not worth the risk.
Management?
Yep. See how we failed that? Management. I'm okay. We failed to find buyers right there, and we rejected these 505s with these 705s. So, no bueno. Not good for me. I'll get back in if I see what I like again. If we find some more price action. Market structure. See more price action. I mean, bullish market structure. There we go. And I'll go through hashtag slow markets here in a minute. I'm looking for these longs. I'm looking for a trade here. Trade first. Talk second.
The Bold HD up 302 on micro gold by C Money Take Money Trades. Nice job. Let's get a little vibe check in the chat. How's everybody doing out there? How are you trading? Are you up? Are you down? Are you having fun? Are you managing your risk most importantly?
Okay, I'm going to get back in this trade.
Order filled.
It's going to be a worse price, but that's
Order
okay.
filled.
I took my loss. Look right back down.
33 profitable days in 2 XFAs. Cody. Nice. Brian Barber says, I pulled a J tonight. What does that mean? Hopefully that's a good thing.
Hopefully that, yeah. I pulled a J.
Yeah. I feel like anytime somebody says they pulled a something, there's a negative connotation that comes with that. But
hopefully you're up.
Lisa's up. Nice job, Lisa.
Market makers saw that. Yeah, they saw me enter and then straight back down. All right, I think I have a second to go through these hashtag slow markets. Here's one. Darth Buddha, the 4 riders of the trading apocalypse: overleveraged, excessive margin, FOMO, and greed. I could get behind that. I could definitely get behind that. All right, go to the next. Cody Wall, there's your short gold. There's your short on gold in an XFA. Nice trade. Nice trade. Brian always seems there is a good trade during slow markets. Keep up the great work, guys. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. Look, man, look at that one. That is a good looking short. And that's sound of me taking a loss. All right. Here we go. Hashtag slow markets. Look at all these traders. You guys are over here shorting gold and making money. I'm down 220.
Love to see it.
And then I think there was one more. Yeah, this one. This one was in the chat earlier. Drew, we appreciate you. Appreciate everybody in this community. I have paid for mentorships in the past. I have learned more and progressed further as a trader just by watching you guys on TopstepTV. Absolutely love and appreciate that. There's hashtag slow markets. We got a few more, but you know, I was a little bit picky and choosy.
EDBW, gold's going down, boys. Why do you keep longing it? I stopped. I took my L's.
I haven't.
We'll come back tomorrow. Dakota's still getting in long here, but why are you still long in it, Dakota? You still see a trade set up here?
Nothing's really changed. Like, I'm managing risk and taking paper cuts.
Yeah.
But we're still positive for the session. Hopefully those that are making money on the short side are still making money. Nothing against the shorts, but I don't mind managing risk and getting in.
Like we've been saying, I could see a case for shorting gold here, right? Yeah, even when I was in that long, I said this looks like it has the potential to get kicked off the cliff, but that's only the potential, right? And then I put risk behind what I think I see playing out. I didn't care if gold went to 47.18. I don't want it to. It's what I kind of saw in the markets, but
either's fine for me.
Yeah.
I like it to go up when I get in long.
Show us the shorts. Show us your shorts.
Yep. Don't
clip that up.
Yep. Nope. Leave that right there.
Oh, they said, can we watch Dakota's screen?
Yes, I'm backing along, but I'm trying to build it like you guys have seen me do before, using these buy stops. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, didn't. Story of so many traders. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, didn't.
I don't know what's going on here.
There we go. Got that one filled. Just using buy stops to scale in if we continue to break out to the long side.
Are we in the same trade? No, I'm flat. Dakota's getting back in long here. I was long from 47.11s. Took my stop out at 06s and locked my account out.
Everybody has different risk appetites, different processes. So it doesn't really matter whether you're long or short. We've seen traders both make money long, both make money long and short, and vice versa. Both lose money long and short too. That's true.
That was the Nasdaq today. Anyone who was very adamant about any direction in the equities today might have been talking up their books. This is clearly a short. This is clearly a long. This is clearly going to the right.
All right, let's see if we get this breakout through the 707s. I'm still looking for that 707. My finger's on the trigger if we can't hold this. Like I said, risk management is the top of my priority. Obviously, it's like if I would have just held on to my very first trade and just have a little bit wider stop loss, I'd still be, I'd be up money. But, that's okay. We could just easily just keep going down, right? I'm gonna add 2 more right here. Add 2 more if we break through 704.5. It's going to the right.
Looks like the next candidate to get kicked off a cliff here.
What market?
The Nasdaq. A little cliff. Maybe not a cliff, like a little mini hill.
Hopefully you don't say that. Yeah, as long as my P&L is not the next candidate to get kicked off the cliff. We might have a problem.
It's like a step ladder, like a three-step step ladder, maybe.
My P&L could just, baby steps on the way down, but then we could just take a rocket ship back up.
Yeah, crude oil looks like it. Crude's still holding bid, right? So crude holding above $97 is.
We're just getting low what days.
Getting ready to make a new high day here in crude.
I might have to just call this one an L instead of
Order filled.
All right, triggered into
There's
my
always
last two. Triggered in 2 more, so I'm long 10 from 7024.
Ooh.
If we don't go now, I'm done. I'm cooked.
Building into a position.
We're going.
Ken, if you've been long Crude the whole night, you're making money. Sometimes
Right,
making
let's see
money
if
is a boring thing.
I tried to get out
That's
at 054. Let's. It stopped. I didn't get it. I didn't get the 054. 7054. I scared it. These market makers just watch my.
Oh, really?
Guarantee it. See, it's just. Come on. Get past these 05.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. It's
I
gone
got
now.
filled 1. 9 to go. Let's get this breakout here. Gold. Holding the market down with that 1 micro. Yes.
Yes, the market makers. They're out there. They are out there.
And if you don't know, we are joking about that. Market makers do not care about this stream. At least I don't think so. It'd be wild if they did. It would be.
If you're a market maker in the chat, let us know, please.
Or send an email.
Hit that
Send
thumbs up button.
a letter, a notarized letter. That would be wild. Like, hey, Dakota, you've been watching you. You've been great liquidity for us.
Did you scale out some there, Dakota?
What's that?
You scale out some there?
Yeah, I got out of 1. I'm
Okay.
holding on to 9 from 702 half. It's less about our trades and more about the mindset, right? Look at these retail guys.
Yeah. They know where all the fish are.
Mm-hmm. And it's not here, baby.
I'm a shark.
We're a shark.
Crude pulling back a little bit. Did make it a high of the day there, 97.35s. Pulling back slightly. Crude back under 97s. This is really good for anyone who's long equities or gold.
Crude
you
below
don't
97?
No, when it gets below 9. If and when it gets below 97.
I was gonna say that's nice. Man, there's a wall right here at 705s.
Yeah, there is. Nothing there, but then no one is buying it above that right now.
Not even buyers. Buyers are not even there. My 1 micro was.
Chat saying long silver is the play. What's silver doing? So silver did what I was looking for gold to do, and that's get pretty close to that 200 moving average on the 30-minute, because that's a great spot to short. But gold did not get that extension.
Yep. Dakota, how much are you thinking about getting your P&L back to 0? I'm not sure. What do you mean by that? Are you talking about like I'm down to 100? How much am I thinking about getting it back to even? 0. I mean, if I wanted to get back to even, I mean, I could have just closed out at 705 right there when I would have been actually up $50, right? That doesn't matter to me. My trade's a breakout through these 707s. So that's the process. Regardless of what my P&L says, the trade's the trade.
Trade is the trade.
And we've seen it a couple times. I think there was a great example of it like last week or the week before, where traders were like, your P&L, you were up. You just gave it all back. Oh, you made it back. And then back and forth. Man, it was a freaking emotional roller coaster for the YouTube chat. And
Yeah.
P&Ls, that's what trading does, right? You have a winner, you're up money. You have a loser, you're back to scratch. Or you're not, get back some of it. Then you have a winner. And it's that roller coaster. You just don't want to hit your emotions onto that.
Reminder to everyone in the chat that this is not a signals class. Dakota and I are taking trades that we believe in and that we want to put risk behind, but you should be putting risk behind your own ideas. The intent of this show is to entertain, to educate, provide some information, and have some fun while we're trading, but definitely not intended as a signals class.
Yep.
You can learn how we make decisions and hopefully come to your own discernment about your decisions. But
correct.
There's considerable risk in futures trading. That is why we share that Topstep risk disclosure every day.
And throughout the session, multiple times. DJ
Absolutely.
T said, I did not make anybody win or lose money. You make your own decisions. And yes, you know, that honestly, that sometimes is the reality that we have to get through ourselves, right? Holding ourselves accountable for our own decisions. It's easy to push the blame onto someone or something else. I went through that, right? It wasn't my fault. It was a tweet. It was a news event.
Yeah.
It was this. It was this. You know what? That's going to happen. You just cannot blame others or other events that you have no control over for your own losses.
All right, Oil.
And what happens when you make money, right? That's the same thing as,
Yeah,
it wasn't
right.
me that made money. It was something else.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to give me the credit for something, give me the credit for your winning trades, but also I'll take 10%. Only on the wins, though, not the losses. That's just a joke. That is not financial advice either. I'm not soliciting any fees. That is just a joke. We're just having some fun here, chat. But seriously, make your own decisions. Head and shoulders. What time frame are you looking at a head and shoulders on? I believe you're looking at gold. What
And
time frame
market.
would you be seeing a head and shoulders?
Yeah, time frame and market.
Yeah. 15 minutes.
Well, we're coming to the end of the session, Coach Jay. We got 2 more minutes. I'm still in this trade. Let's, if you don't mind, give it maybe a couple more minutes to see what this conclusion. I know the audience. Or, you know what?
Let's do it.
We get to 700
Cool.
likes and you get to see the conclusion of this trade, or I just end it. How about that?
Right.
Yeah, you guys take that.
How many likes are we at right now?
We're at 340. So okay, I'll do
Sounds like we're
600.
ending
I'll
it.
be nice. 600 in the next 2 minutes, or you guys just don't get to end of this. That's it.
Run it up.
No, it's not demanding. I mean, you want me to stay after. You gotta give me the support. So if you want to see the conclusion of this trade, I might have to get out of this before the end of it. Damn it.
Yeah, Mo was hilarious. Mo's like, if you don't hit the like button, I'm closing this trade. He's gonna sacrifice his own money for you, chat.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Hopefully, I'm still in it in a minute. I almost might be getting out of this before the end of session. Sorry, guys.
Let's see.
Get to the goal and then like, all right, I'm out. I mean, if we don't hold this,
Bottom
I
of the
do
hour
have to
here?
get out.
Bottom of the
Blame the
hour,
market.
20 seconds.
Blame the freaking market.
Let's see. Oil might want to sell here. 97.07's last trade in oil. If it can get back below 97s, see if the bottom of the hour gives us some volatility here. Nasdaq's starting to pick up a little bit. Lost on the narrow. We appreciate you joining. Again, we're not always going to get it right. We're not always going to get it wrong either. But we are always going to manage risk. That is the most important. Maybe not even all the time, but we try to. It's the most important part.
Yeah, and you get to see it too. That's the thing.
Right.
We're just not holding, man.
Yeah, those
All
are
right, I gotta get out. I gotta get out. There you go.
Yep.
There's the result. I just got out. We didn't find any buyers right there at 702, but you guys got to see it, right? If not, you wouldn't have been able to see it. That is all. Minus 365 for tonight, and that's all right. Not every day is a green day. I'll be back on tomorrow morning for Fast Markets. Same time as always for me, Coach Jay. Any last thing you want to end it?
Trade well, everybody out there. Manage your risk and put risk behind your ideas. You are you guys join us on the stream. We appreciate you joining each and every day that you do. But we are all playing the same game, right? So when you guys have good ideas and you have a ton of them, execute them, right? Get paid for your ideas, because that is ultimately what we want to do in this game. Trade well, manage your risk. I will see you all for the opening call tomorrow morning. And we'll see you then.
All right. Take care, everybody. Bye.